on the way.
Boogeyman band coming round the bend. Is Boogeyman band. Is Boogeyman band.
Greetings, fellow Fry Fiends, and thanks so much for dropping by the Horror Zone channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Happy 2023. This is the first video I'm recording in the new year. Wasn't really planning on doing a video, but got a couple things. Like I mentioned, we kind of did a late Christmas just because my family, I had several family members get COVID. My wife and I had COVID, and we ended up celebrating Christmas today, which is New Year's Day. That's when I'm recording this video. So this is the first of 2023. We all got together like it was Christmas Eve. It was kind of odd, but it was kind of fun. I haven't really been around my family too much this past month because after my mom and I went Christmas shopping, she got sick like a couple days later. So yeah, it was a bummer. Christmas Eve was first time in 48 years of my life. I mean, I've been here I'm 48, and it's the first time in my life that we didn't celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and that was just always like the staple with my family. I would celebrate Christmas Eve with my family, and then on Christmas Day we'd celebrate it with my wife's family. But got a couple things, and I just thought I would showcase a few of the, like there's a couple that are horror related, but just some other things that I've picked up with Christmas money that showed up before New Year's that I haven't talked about. First one I'll showcase, this is something I bought. This is a used copy of Salem's Lot, so a copy that I don't have or didn't have. This is a very used edition. You can see that it's got it's got marks, it's got stains. It was really reasonable to get this, and the seller on eBay was really cool. But I have another one coming, another paperback release of the book that I don't have, and I eventually want to get a bookshelf together with just my copies of Salem's Lot. I'm trying to get every release that's come out. It's similar to how I've done with the media releases that I have. I have it on beta, I have it on VHS, I have it on Blu-ray, DVD, Laserdisc. I pretty much have every release, physical media release of that film, and I'm doing the same now with the books. The other thing I got, and this wasn't supposed to come out till spring, but typical with Entertainment Earth, they send stuff so early and they don't let you know until it's on its way or it's already been shipped. And this was something, I was a huge fan of James Gandolfini, the late great James Gandolfini. This coming June, it'll be 10 years since he passed away. But even before The Sopranos, I was a huge fan of the guy. First thing I ever saw him in was True Romance. He was in this movie called Angie with Gina Davis, which also starred Ada Turturro, who would play Janice on The Sopranos, Tony's sister. But then movies like 8mm, A Civil Action, Crimson Tide. I've seen him in so many great films, and the day that he passed away was a very sad day for me. I remember telling people at work about it because I was so depressed about it, and no one seemed like they gave a shit, but I did, because he really meant a lot to me, and I was a huge fan of The Sopranos. The way that show went out was kind of shitty, but those first, especially the first 3 seasons were just gold. They were amazing. But I got the Tony Soprano Funko Pop, and I haven't, with the exception of the Salem's Lot one that I just got, the custom Barlow one, I'm not really buying as many pop figures as I used to. They have to be specific. They have to be something that I really need, and I feel like they're just making the same things over and over again. I don't know what's going on with Funko, but yeah, I don't buy them like I used to. But had to get this one. Looks like in the way they have Silvio, Carmela, and Chris Moltisanti, so got those right there. But yeah, I think this is awesome. I'm probably going to leave him in the packaging, but just like I said, something I picked up. I pre-ordered it, thinking it wasn't going to be coming out until spring. But yeah, happy to have him here in the collection. And I know this isn't horror related, but my mom got me this really cool book. And one thing I want to do this year is do a lot of reading, catching up on a lot of books that I've bought over the last couple of years and just haven't read. I'm a huge Steve Martin fan, and this is a book called Number One is Walking. It's called My Life in the Movies and Other Diversions, which is written by Steve Martin, and the drawings are done by Harry Bliss. I've never heard of this book before, but my mom was really excited to give it to me. And pretty much what it is it's his career in drawings. And I don't, it was really cool. There's sections on Robin Williams, one of my heroes that I miss terribly. There's also really cool stuff like on the Three Amigos and Planes, Trades, and Automobiles. So yeah, I can't wait to read this. But yeah, it's called Number One is Walking. It looks fantastic. Here's a little write-up of it on the back. Steve Martin has never written about his career in the movies before. In Number One is Walking, he shares anecdotes from the set of his beloved films, Father the Bride, Roxanne, The Jerk, Three Amigos, and many more. Bringing readers directly into his world, he shares charming tales of annex moments of inspiration and exploits with likes of Paul McCartney, Diane Keaton, Robin Williams, and Chevy Chase. Martin details his 40 years in the movie biz, as well as his stand-up comedy, banjo playing, writing, and cartooning, all with his unparalleled wit. And then you have the illustrations to go, Harry Bliss. So yeah, this was an amazing gift from my mom, and one that she completely surprised me with. The next thing and the last thing I want to showcase is something my uncle gave me. Now, last year my uncle gave me this awesome, it's a Nightmare Before Christmas bust.
And then stuck super glue in it. So it's pretty solid. That was where it was broke. But his head opens up.
Oh wow, you can see his brain, because that's where he's always scratching.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before. It was sort of funny the way that he did it. And for some reason, in his, since he's retired and his wife unfortunately passed on, he and I have gotten really close. We didn't really see eye to eye for a number of years. And we've gotten really close because I'm a collector, he's a collector. Wouldn't you like to be a collector too? But he collects, like custom artwork and things like that, and rare things, and he goes antiquing a lot. He constantly is going down to, like, some of the smaller towns that have these little small stores, independent stores. And last year he found me this Nightmare Before Christmas piece, but we were talking about it at Thanksgiving. He was asking me if I had ever seen it. He was describing it to me, and I remember looking online, looking on eBay, never heard of it before. And he found it at an antique store. He actually fixed it because it had like a little damage to the antler on one of the skull reindeer that Jack used. But it was an amazing piece, and he hid it from me. So on Christmas Eve, when we were exchanging gifts, he had put it in my mom's garage, and it was just like he thought that I was going to go, oh, where's my gift, and get all upset. And I was like, I'm not going to get upset. But I had gone in the garage to like dump garbage. He's like, why are you in the garage? I'm like, I'm throwing garbage away. But it was kind of funny, him trying to keep that secret from me. But I love the piece. It looks great here in the room. And this year he got me something that's pretty awesome. I'm probably going to have to put it in the lounge because it is something that requires a plug-in. I don't have a lot of outlets in here, but let me get it out. And what I'll do at the end is I'll show you where I put it in the Horizon Lounge. But this thing is pretty badass. So it's kind of like this big, and it's heavy. It's this big skull head that has like a light. It looks like a flame inside of it. So this whole thing lights up, and it looks like a flickering light. And I think, so it doesn't look like it has like a way to put a battery into it. I'm trying to get the cord out. So I got the cord out. So yeah, you just plug it in, but it lights up. This was a really nice thing to get. And like I said, you can hear it. It's really, it's a solid piece. It almost feels like it's made out of stone, but I think it's just a hard plastic. But yeah, this is fantastic. Kind of a Grim Reaper Halloween decoration, but he finds these rare things and gets them for me. He gets me lots of skulls and skull things, and he got me a lot of Halloween decorations this past year. But like I said, something small, just wanted to showcase it. Like I said, we kind of had like a late Christmas celebration because I had some family members that were unfortunately ill on Christmas Eve, so we didn't have our normal Christmas Eve. But that's about it. Like I said, showcasing a couple things that I've got. Yeah, it's just been a very kind of surreal and strange Christmas season, just because I was sick for most of December, and then I had family members that were sick. My poor wife got sick too. So anyway, we're all feeling better now. I'm really, optimistic about this year. I think it's going to be a great year, and I hope everyone else is doing well. And I will showcase this amazing piece that my uncle got me in the Horror Zone Lounge. That's how I'll close out the video. I hope everyone takes care, and I will talk to you again real soon. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace. Fright Fiends. Just want to say thank you again for supporting Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you're updated every time I drop a new video. I typically do this once or twice a week with new content. I've been doing this for over 11 years, and the horror genre is a passion of mine, and it really means a lot to me that I can share that passion with all of you guys. Thanks so much again for the support, and I'll talk to you again later. Take it easy. Stay scared as always.